Okay. So how to improve performance of lightning components in a Salesforce? So what is the benefits we'll get using a lightning components? So these are the benefits we'll get actually. So we can avoid what we can avoid. We can avoid server calls every time. So everything we are handling in a client side JS controller. Okay. And so this is data we store in the custom cache and UI also rich UI. What else? To transfer data from one application, one component, other component, what we can do? We'll use a application events and component events, or we'll use ARA methods. Okay. And use of unbound expression. What is unbound expression? We'll discuss in the upcoming questions. So performance profiling. So these are all the benefits for the lightning components. Because of these components, the lightning performance will be increased automatically. Clear? Because in the VFS, every time we have to call the server side class, but in the lightning, no need. Only everything we are handling in the JS controller only, right? So these are all the benefits. ARA method, okay, and catchy lightning data service. What is the lightning data service? What is lightning data service? Sindhu, what is lightning data service? Sindhu, you are there? What is
Hello?
lightning? Yeah, what is lightning data service?
We can do CRUD operations without depending on Apex class.
Without depending Apex class, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Using lightning data service, we can create record, update record, delete record, modify record without writing a single Apex code, and no need to use a SQL queries. No need to call a server side class. So even field level security, all everything will take care by the lightning data service. Which tag we have to use? Sunanda, which tag we have to use for lightning data service? Sunanda, you are there? Hello, Sunanda. Which tag we have to use for lightning data service? Brahma, Aditi. Hello. Why everyone is silent? Yes, Ajay, tell me which tag we have to use. How we can identify that is lightning data service or not? Force colon record data. Okay. There we have attributes like record ID. If record ID is there, means we can modify or delete anything. If no record ID, we can insert record. Okay. And we have to specify page layout name. Otherwise, which fields you want to use, which record, which if in case of any error where you want to store target error, which fields you want to display in the UI, we have to use the target fields. So these are all the attributes we have to use in the force colon record ID. These are the questions they will ask you, Sarji, in the interview. Actually, they will ask these questions only. If they will ask you a question, we have to give at least 4 or 5 lines answers. Okay, then only they will satisfy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see what is lightning data service. So we can retrieve record data without writing a single Apex server-side code. We need to use the which tag? Force colon record data. Using this, what we can do? We can load, create, edit, delete. All these actions we can perform without writing a Apex code. Right? So automatically it will take care by the sharing rules and field level security. Sharing rules and field level security will be taken care by the lightning data service. So this is same like a standard controller only. There is no issue. But in the standard controller, we can specify standard controller is equal to account. Here we can specify force colon record data, and here we give the record ID here. That's it. Functionality wise, the standard controller and force colon record data both are same. Right? So these are the syntax as discussed just now, right? The record ID you have to pass, which record you want to work on, which layout you want to use, full or what else you have other option? Full or compact. Compact means mobile layout. Okay. Which record? Target record. Which fields you want to display in the UI? In case of any error, where you want to store? In case of any action you want to perform after record is changed somewhere, then we can use the some action here. This is like a lightning data service. We can see here target error fields, which fields you want to display, all those things. Okay. So clear, what is the first one record data? Anyone? Mutsir?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, where we can use lightning components? Sunanda madam, where we can use lightning components?
Hello.
Yeah, madam, where we can use lightning components?
Lightning components we can use in web. Sorry.
Till now, in our classes, where we have used that components?
In a Lightning app builder
Uh-huh.
and Lightning application,
Mm-hmm.
record tab.
Yeah, we can use in the app builder. We can use in a home page, record page. We can use it like a tab, right? We can use it in the community also, and we can use it like a quick action. Okay, and if you want to add like that into the record page, so if you want to do all those things, what we can use? We have to use the interfaces. We have to use the interface, right? How we can use the lightning component in the like a tab? Which interface we have to use? If you want to use the lightning component like a tab,
Force app post.
force colon have postable, right? So exactly. So if anyone asks a question, these are the places only we can use. Till now we did same thing, right? We have used app builder, record pages, home pages, quick action, and actions with a lightning component, standard action if you want to override, and create a standalone apps. Standalone apps means that is nothing but again app builder only. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? Any questions? Yeah. How do you build a lightning components? The lightning web component model and a vertical ARA component model. So we have two types of LWC and a normal ARA component model. Okay. So that is the normal. How can you create lightning record pages in the Salesforce? And what are the different web types? How you can create lightning record pages? Using a app builder only. Using app builder, how many types of pages we can create? Either application page, standalone page, home page, or record page.
Record page.
So using app builder, you can choose anyone, either app page, home page, record page, right? Then you can do that like after saving, if you want to see like archive default or like any specific profile default, that settings you can do after creating these pages. Clear, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Then okay. Then what options are there for lightning record page assignment? What options is there? Just now we discussed, right? After creating a lightning page, either any page, application page, home page, record page, what we have to do? We can put a org default or any specific profiles we can see that page or based on the application record type profile. Clear? After creating lightning page, any page, either application page, home page, record page, we can make it a default or whatever you want, right? Any questions? Clear, right? This one, app default, org default, all. What is attribute? Why will use attributes in the lightning component?
To store values.
Exactly, to store values, and if you want to display that values in the UI, we can use attributes in the lightning component. Attributes are variables which are used to store values. That's it. We specify the name and type, default, description, access. These are the attributes available in the attribute. Right. Okay. Okay. So you know, right, what are the attributes we have? String, integer, boolean, double, primitive data types, list, set, map, stand object, custom object, all those things we can use. How we can access values from the attribute? How we can display? If you want to display, what we have to do?
By using value provider,
By using value provider. Syntax,
expression symbol,
expression symbol,
v dot
V dot name.
attribute name.
attribute name, v dot whom, v dot employee name, v dot age, v dot subject dot name, whatever you want, right? How you can call JavaScript controller action from component markup?
C dot function name.
C dot function name. Either on click, on change, based on the event we can call C dot function name. Okay. So which interface we have to use to get the ID of the record from the record detail page?
Record ID only.
Once we are adding your component to the record page, if you want to add your component to record page, which interface we have to use? If you want to add your component to record page, any record page, which interface we have to use?
Has record ID.
Record.
Force
Force
colon
equal
has
to record data.
So
Post
for,
colon has record ID.
so that is to get the ID from the record page. I'm asking question. If you want to add your component to record page,
One into
we have right available for all page types. Other one is available for record home.
record home. Yeah.
So you can use anyone. In this two, you can add anyone so that we can add that into the record detail page. Flexi page available for all page types, or flexi page available for record home. You can use anyone to add the record into the record page or app builder if you want to see same page. See, you can see flexi page available for all page types, so that you can use this one for all pages. If you want to use a specific record only, only records only, we can use the available for record home. Why will use force colon as record ID? To read the ID from the record detail page. If you want to read ID from the record detail page, we can use the force colon as record ID. Right? If you want to override standard action, which interface we have to use? So this we have not discussed. This is the interface we have to use. Lightning colon action override interface. Lightning colon action override interface we have to use to override the standard action in the lightning components, like a new button, edit button. That buttons, if you want to override, you can use a lightning colon action override interface. Okay. So which interface should we have to use? Available if you want to avoid if you want component should available for the record home page. Just now we discussed, right? Available for record home. Like a tab, which interface we have to use?
app steps.
Force colon app postable. For quick actions,
Lightning quick action.
like in quick actions interface. How can you detect a change in attribute value and call a controller method based on the change? How we can identify some attribute value changed or not? If some attribute value is changed, how we can call JS controller? If anyone,
change.
if what is the on change? Which event is this event? We are calling which events this events? On change event is. On change is normal event. So if you remember, we have a system events like aura value init, right? Value init and on change. So value change. This is the which event? This is a system event. When the system events will execute, a value init will execute whenever the component is loading. When this one will execute, change event, value change event.
Whenever value is changed.
Exactly. Whenever value is changed. For example, if we see, I am giving my attribute name equal to true by default, by clicking some button, what I'm doing here? What is the button action here? Hand change value, right? Change value. So in that change value, what I'm making?
False.
We are making attribute equal to false. So false means what will happen? Attribute change or not?
Yeah.
If attribute is changed, what will happen? This event will execute. Which event will execute? System event. What is system event here we are using? Aura value change. Aura value change. You remember we discussed or not this one?
Yeah, we discussed.
Yeah.
So here you can see they are giving like old value and new value also. Right? So aura value change. This event will execute whenever the attribute value is changed. We can call aura value change. Right? Just 1 minute, I'm getting call. You clear what I'm saying? Okay. So
Yes.
this is value change here. Okay. How can I call controller method based on the component load? Whenever component is loading, I want to call controller method immediately.
Handler, name init,
Yeah, we have to use
value
a
this.
value init. Value init system event. What this one will do? Whenever component is loading, automatically it will call. What will it call? It will call controller method automatically. Clear, right? Okay. So we have to use a name equal to init, value equal to this. Syntax is this is the same. The action you can give any name here. Okay. If you want to use a aura handler, like a value init system event, these two name and value will be same. Action you can give any name in the function name. Okay. What is component event? What is the application event? In the
Component event, it has to have a parent and child relation. For application event, we don't need to have any relations to be fired. And for a component event, we have to register the event. For application event, we no need to register it.
Okay. That's it. So if you want to pass data from child to parent and parent to grandparent, grandparent to super grandparent, so we can use a component events, right? So this is like a which page by default component events are which page? By default components events are which page? Phase?
Bubble.
Bubble. What is the meaning of bubble?
Going from lower to higher,
Exactly.
child to parent.
By default, bubble only. Can we make
Bubble.
it like a change? Can we make it change that phase change?
Yeah. I think capture.
Yeah, we have to use a capture. Phase equal to capture in the all
Capture.
the parent. So that what will happen?
It will change. The notation will
Parent to
change.
child.
Order will
Parent.
change from the so first it will display parent actions. It will fire first parent, then child, then below child. That is. So application event is
We don't have any relation between the two components. It can be fired. Evenly, you no need to register the event.
yeah. So just we can use a what is syntax to get the application event? If you want to get a component event, what we can do? We will register the event. Then we can use a component.get event name, right?
Yeah.
So how we can get the application events? E dot force colon get $a dot
Dollar $a
dot
action.
get $a dot get e dot force colon that event name. So that we'll get the e dot c colon event name. Okay, that there we can get the application event, right? So this is like open source. Anyone can use this application events, right? So components are events which are fired by child components and handled by the parent component. We can make use of this event when we need to pass the value from the child component to parent component. These are like a open source handled by any component. There is no relationship is not required. We don't need to put a child component in a parent component. That thing is not required. We can just without registration we can call, we can fire the event. Clear? What is the FARA method?
Without using the events, we can pass value from child to parent using ARA method.
Yeah, we can pass data from child to parent and parent to child also we can pass. Right? Without
Yeah.
using like a registration of event, creating event. If you want data, pass data from child to parent or parent to child, we can use the ARA method. Right? So how can you define field level security in the Lightning components? Is there any way we can apply field level security in the Lightning component? One is Lightning data service. For Lightning data service, automatically it will take care. Yes or no? If you use a Lightning data service, field level security it will consider automatically. Triangles will consider automatically. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that's why we'll use a force column record data, or we can use a record Lightning record edit form, record view form, record form. These tags also will help us. It will apply field level security in a Salesforce slide. Here we have to pass the record ID, same like force column record data. These tags also same like a force column record data, but there is a limitations. If you use a record view form means we can only view the record. If you use a edit form means we can edit the record. Record form means here we can perform edit or view. Both scenarios we can perform in these three cases. So if you want to control complete record, then we can go for the Lightning data service. The Lightning data service we can create, update, delete, whatever you want. Okay, what is Lightning out?
If we want to use Lightning component in outside Lightning, like classic UI or other applications or systems, third-party system, then we go for Lightning out app.
Okay.
And if we want default one is Lightning out app, which have SDLC like styles in it. If you don't want to use SLDC, then we have to go for Lightning out app unstyled.
Lightning out of colon out of and unstyled. Okay. So we have to specify what are the. So if first we have to create a component, then we can call that component in a application. In the application, what we have to do? We have to use a force extends equal to Lightning colon out app. Then access equal to global, right? Then
ARA dependency.
ARA
dependency. See external what method.
Resource equal to C dot component name.
Exactly, we have to specify ARA dependencies. Just by using ARA dependency, we can understand. Okay, this is like a custom component is there that we have to use in the application, right? Then after this, what we have to do? After this, what we have to do? If you want to access that page in the web page, Lightning out, what we have to do?
We need to include JavaScript. Include library Lightning.
Tell me syntax. Which one we have to use? Oh, front pen little pen suddenly. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So just now some network issue. So you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what is the syntax? How we can access the Lightning components in the web page? What are the first what we have to do in the web page?
Include Lightning.
Okay. Apex include lightning tag we have to use. Why we will use that tag? So it will
To
add a
use the lightning component in it.
Yeah, to use a lightning component JavaScript library, we'll use the Apex include lightning. Then what we have to use?
Then div class equal to class name. Under it, we will give the script. Inside the script, whatever we give, that will be included in the class name.
So we have to use a div tag, and we have to specify
ID
ID.
equal to, yeah.
So because whatever the ID we have used, that we can use refer in the script. So that why I'm creating div tag here is, so in the div place only I have to place my lightning component. Is that no?
Yes.
Then
we need to use script.
We have to use a script, right? We have to use a script. Then a script, what we have to do?
Lightning dot use app name.
Yeah.
Function.
Exactly. So what's the name we have given? We have created that component, right? Anyone remember that name?
VF page.
Control O. VF page. What is the VF page I have given? Lightning component, right? This one, right? Yeah. So what we have to do first, we have to use a Apex include lightning to load the JavaScript library. Then we have to use a div tag, then script, then we'll use a lightning.use. By using lightning.use, what we can do? We can call the lightning application. Then in the function, we can create a component dynamically. It will accept 4 parameters. First one is like a component name. Then attributes, if you want to add any attributes, you can add. Where you want to place your lightning component, and if you want to call back. If you want to call any function from the lightning component and you want to set something, you can set. See, this is the first attribute. I'm giving what? Component name. Then attributes I'm adding. I'm passing some values, default values for the component attributes. I want passing like a username to this one. And this is my div ID. Here you can set the some callback functions. If you want to get parameters and you want to assign, you can get all. So like this, we can use a lightning out, right? Then what is force call and record data, and what are the advantages? What is force call and record data? What are the advantages? What we can do is,
if we give force.record data, we can use the record ID to fetch the record. Time we can use the component in the record page.
So what is force call and record data? Force call and data recorded is nothing but a lightning data service, right?
Yeah.
So here what we can specify? In the lightning data service, what we can do? We can create record, update record, delete record, modify record, right? So what is the syntax? We can specify RID. Why we are specifying RID here? If you specify ID in the JS controller, we can call this record, whatever the record is happening here. So in the once we get, by using this ID, what we can do in the JS controller, we have methods. Which methods we have? Get record, get new record, and save result, right? Save record, update record. Some methods are there, right? Edit record. Using that methods, we can do all the actions, whatever we want. Update, delete, save, whatever we want, right? Clear, right? Hello. Okay. So lightning components. So we have a get record, all the methods we have, get new record, save record, update record, all those things. Okay. Record data. Force colon record data. Okay. So here you can see methods also. Here they are not specified. We have a get record, get new record, all those methods we have. We can use that methods also, right? The Aura reference docs app has moved. Okay, they are removed this app when? No. Okay. So by using ID, we can get the recorder and we can perform the any operation. Either we can create record, we can update, we can save all those things, right? Then so in the bundle, what are the things we have? In the bundle, in the component bundle, what are the
Component, controller, style, design,
okay,
documentation,
SVG.
SEG and re-render. What is component? It is like a same like a markup only. To display UI, we will use a component. What is the controller? What is JavaScript controller? To perform
to handle the client, we
side
use
action.
Java control.
What is the
Yes,
helper? What is the helper?
instead of writing in Java controller, we can use helper to use the code for reusability of the Java control JS controller code.
Exactly. In case of any component like a JavaScript controller code, is there any in the JS controller code you are using same code in a multiple functions. So instead of writing code into all the functions, we can put into the helper. Then you can call helper in all the components. Right? Style we know. We can use this keyword to apply styles for the components. Re-render, just to like when you want, if you want to re-render your component, either after component is loading, after component is like modifying, then we can use re-render. SVG,
We can use our customized icon for lighting apps.
components, yeah. So documentation,
Sorry. Documentation is the description we give for the components.
exactly. So we
If
can
we
see
specify the documentation, we can see the documentation and specification. If we don't specify only one, we can see specification.
exactly. So we can see this option, right? Documentation, for example, how it is displaying here. Okay. What is design? What is design resource? Why will is design? If you want to expose your lightning component attributes to the app builder or community builder, what we can use? We can use a design. Expose means, what is the meaning of exposing attributes to the app builder and the community builder? What is the meaning? We created one component, right? The student object or what? School application, sales application. What is design resource? We can expose our lightning components attributes to the,
Classic call site.
I think it is, see, right? How we are getting this data here, like purpose of all those things. These attributes are created in a where? In the design resource. If you click edit page, okay. So I think I shown you one demo also, right? We can pass record ID also.
Yeah.
Okay. If you click your lightning, that see how normally application is. For example, this is a record page, right? How you are able to see the record page, label name, all those things. Similarly, lightning design resource will give attributes. Here we can see the attributes for this component. You can specify what is the attribute name you want to give, password and all. What is the data you want to use? Here generally we can use a string like a text and a number and boolean values only. So by using v.record ID, what we'll get? We'll get the record ID from the UI. So you can use that record ID in the design resource or in this component, or you can pass it by clicking button, whatever you want. So to expose our lightning component attributes to the record page, we can use a design resource. Clear? Yes or no? Hello?
To expose lightning component.
Attributes.
Okay.
See, for example,
So
now this
it is
attribute,
like exposing to the classic side or just exposing the attributes to the component.
component attributes exposing to the like a app, this one like app builder or community builder.
Okay.
So they can use these attributes in their app builder page wherever they want, or in the community builder wherever they want. Using these attributes, what they will do? They can pass data to the UI. This is nothing but UI only, right? Component is nothing but UI only. They can pass, they can set some data here. So that data they will use anywhere. For example, I am passing record ID here. What will use? They will use a record ID here. That record ID may be, it will be helpful for them to navigate to standard page or navigation to the standard page or all those things. So just if you want to expose your component attributes to app builder or lighting community builder, we can use a design resource. Clear what I'm saying? Okay. So I have created one design attributes also, right? Design resource component. You can see here. So we have a three attributes in the lightning component. Yes or no? Same for these three attributes. I want to give access for the like app builder. App builder want to access these attributes. So for that, what I have given? I have given design attribute. Label name equal to username, name, password. So these attributes, whatever the attributes I have created, username, password, record ID, I am adding here in the name place so that they can access in their app builder pages or community builder pages. Okay. Then what we have? What are the pages in the component event? Bubble phase, capture.
Phase.
Already we know, right? From child to parent is nothing but a bubble phase. From parent to child is nothing but a capture page. By default, it is a bubble page.
Bubble phase.
That's in the same in application even also. How do you like how to do the bubble phase and the capture page in the propagate? Bubble phase means like a child to parent, bottom to top. Capture means top to bottom. What is bound and unbound expression? What is bound and unbound expression? How we can like differentiate which one is bound and which one is a unbound expression? What will happen in the bound expression and unbound expression? By default, all attributes are now what we are. For example, here we have a declared attribute. So this means this is what? This is which one? This one? Bound expression or unbound expression? By default, we have declared here, right?
Unbound.
Unbound. What is the difference between bound expression and unbound expression?
If we give if value is changing from parent to child in UI, then it is called
So
bound.
generally,
So this is bound and that is unbound.
exactly. In the bound expression means, for example, you are referring this attribute in another component also. So if there you are changing value, so then that time it will change automatically here. That means it is a bound expression. If you are
Bound
changing
expression.
value in that other component, it is not changing here. That means what? That is a unbound expression. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, that is called bound and unbound. Syntax, what is we can same syntax instead of colon, what we can use here?
Dollar.
Not dollar, this one.
Oh, sorry, hash.
Right? Bound expression and bound expression. With syntax is both are same. There we can use the exclamation mark. Here you can use a slash. Clear what I'm saying? What is the bound expression and unbound expression? Okay. So if you change attribute value somewhere, it will reflect everywhere. That means bound expression. Either in the same component or child to parent, whatever it may be. Right? If you are changing value, but it is not changing means what? That is unbound expression. That is unbound expression. Clear what I'm saying? Okay. So these are, yeah. So we have one more question. So can we call one function from other function in the Lightning component? The JavaScript controller, I have a function 1, I have a function 2, I have a function 3. Can we call function 2 in the function 1? Yes, we can call. What is syntax we have to use? This is a syntax. Component dot get function name. Then $a.nqa. If you use this code, we can call another function from the first comp function. See, for example, how we can call a method from another method. Class name dot method name, right? Or you can use our create object and object name dot method name. Similarly, if you want to call one JavaScript function from another JavaScript function, what we have to use? Component dot get function name. Then we have to use a $a.nq action that function. Or you can use just this syntax. Both are same. You can use this one or you can use. So this is an interview question I have faced in some other company. What I'm saying is clear, everyone? How we can call function from one function to other function? So I will show you maybe any other demo. Control Shift O, calculator. Example. You can take any one component. We'll see. So how many buttons we have here? Add, sub, multiplication, division. I think we have only one controller, I think. Because of this one, I'll write this one. Okay, button name equal to button 1, right? Okay, here only we can create one more function. No issues. Function. So what I'll do here is, how we can call this function? I want to call this function where now? Invoke function. In the invoke function, I want to call invoke 2 function. In the invoke, I want to call invoke 2. For example, here we don't have any logic. Just I'll put a alert. I will show you demo just how we can call I am function 2 just for demo purpose. How we can call this one in here? How we can call this one here now? We have to use a component.get
function name.
So you can use this syntax or this one. So I will call here after this code. What is the function name we have to give? Invoke
2.
Okay, now if we call this component, calculator component, this application is there, calculator component app is there. No app. Okay. No app is there. We'll see. I'll call this component. File, new lightning, application, calculator app. So I want to call which one? How we can call?
C colon.
Calculator component. Right? We have to use a what? Extends equal to force colon for lightning component styles. If you have any lightning components in our component, automatically will get the styles. Okay. So how we can call one function from other function? We can use a component.get function. This page says set of undefined file description where action file calculator invoke cannot read property set of undefined. Sorry, somebody is saying. Set is undefined. What is undefined? Username message flag is there. I am lightning component username. Okay. button name equal to button 1, button name equal to true combined of result equal to set dot v dot value equal to result. Okay, so I'll give 500. I'll give a 200. I'll click add button. I have function 2. What is happening? How we are calling? We are clicking button, right? Add button means it will call which function? If I click add button, which function will call now by default?
Function invoke.
Invoke, right? So how we are getting another function now? If I click add button, which button will call? Invoke button, invoke function. But which function is calling now by default?
Invoke 2.
So it
I
is
mean,
calling
by
invoke
default
and
invoke.
then it is calling invoke. So this is also very important interview question. You can use same syntax or you can use $@ into action, component or get function. This is also, so this is the interview question. They will ask you to call one function from other function. Otherwise we can use a ARA method. Using ARA method also we can call the second function from the first function, component dot method, right? So these are the examples. Some interview questions they are asking the Lightning. So, any questions here till now? What are the interview questions? So, apart from this, they will not ask that much. Maybe they will ask these questions only. Just we can prepare this. Anyone have any questions here? Sindhu, Aditi, Anu, Sarji, Mutsir. Okay. So I'll share this document as well. Please go through it before attending any interviews, so that it will help you. I will add some extra questions also here. Currently we have only like a default questions with the scenario. Like I will add this type of questions, scenario based questions. I'll check and I'll add, so that it will help you which questions they will ask in the scenario wise. So this is a scenario wise, right? How we can call function from one function. Similarly, they will ask you like how we can call helper from other helper. Just if you want to try, you can try that assignment and ping me in the group. How we can call helper to helper in the Lightning component. Okay. So this is our Lightning entry questions. Okay. So I'll share this video, or I will upload this video in YouTube. I'll share that link. Okay. Go through it, and I'll share this document as well after that.